Hello everyone. Ainsworth Edmond here. Out of Facebook Live. Alright. So let me just invite some persons on this another Facebook Live. Tonight I'll be talking about, why the rich always get richer. It is something that I think persons take for granted because they're saying the Bible says that the rich will always get richer and the poor will always have with us. But I believe that it's a very reason why that we should need to know about how to also create wealth. And so I am on this journey, on this path of bringing awareness to some persons of what it takes to become rich and to create wealth. And that is something that I am very much passionate about and something that I am growing in my knowledge. Now, the things that I'm about to share, they are not what I said in terms of, it's not that I know it all. And everything that I'm saying tonight is a complete, differentiator between what makes one rich and what makes another poor. I do believe that there are a multiple of factors that, will determine, where you reach in life. And it's not all about money. And the idea that money is not important is something that keeps us poor. Yet we worry about money so many times when we want to do things in our life and we cannot afford to do it. So I think it's very important that we take the time out to examine what is the difference. What are the things that I am doing different from the persons who are rich, and what are the things that I need to be doing or even start examining in our life. Someone says, that they are not necessarily fighting, they are trying to fight the system. But then I realize how deep the system is because the system have our brains. Now, wealth is created over time. It takes time for anybody. You can get rich overnight. It takes time to create wealth. I'm really after wealth, generational wealth. It is said that the difference between someone who, like a person of color and a white person, is that most times than not, when the white man die, his children get rich. When the poor man die, when the black man die, his children get poorer. Why? Because they did not prepare for death. Most of us are not preparing. Yes, we are getting more aware, so we are purchasing a family indemnity. Some of us are insuring our loved one and insuring ourselves a little bit better, that if something should happen immediately, then there will be things left in terms of that your family can earn. So I'm going to tap into, hi, yes, glad to see you here, Ms. Richards, and everybody that is joining, Conroy. So I'm just going to tap into this thing because guess what? I am right now on the brink of creating history in the field of network marketing. I see where I'm going to help 100 persons earn $1,000 by May 31st this year. And it's just the beginning of what this year will turn out to become for so many lives will be changed. So, but I have grown to the place where I realize that it's all about the mindset. So we think there's a difference between the mindset of a wealthy and the mindset of a poor. Because when you're wealthy or have that wealth mindset, you think big. Everything that you're doing grand. So all right, let's get to the points that I listed out. Right, the first difference between a wealthy person and a rich person is that they have income distribution. They have several sources of income. If you check it out, there is no, you'll find out that like him or not, Donald Trump said, for you must at least have 7 streams of income if you decide to become rich. And if you check out all the wealthy persons, they are having more than 1 stream of income. And let's just get to those in the rich persons in our own place where we are living. Check them out. They have, all right, for instance, Kamal's. He has a gas station. He has the supermarkets, more than 1 supermarket, and he have a clothing store. And these are what we know of. Plus, he might be even investing in something. Now, the poor, on the other hand, has only 1 source of income. Most time it's a job, right? So we are putting in time for money. So most time, if we do not work, we do not get paid. So that's one of the first difference that differentiate, the poor from the rich. They are having multiple sources of income. And this is where I am bringing persons to showing them that while you have a job, you can still start something part-time that will earn you income even while you're doing your full-time job. So one of my first goals was to earn $1,000 online in my network marketing company. And I was able to do that at the end of 2018. And that's why I came up with this idea of helping 100 persons earn $1,000, because I was able to do that while I was still doing all the other things that I was doing. I was still doing my 9 to 5. I was still doing my other part-time gig, and I still was able to earn $1,000 US part-time. So I had more than 1 stream of income. So if something should happen to 1 stream, I had more other streams that were bringing in income. What the difference with us is that we are just dependent on just 1 stream. The second difference is that the rich invest a good chunk of their earnings, right? There's a book that I've read, and it is Richest Man in Babylon. It speaks about a part of all you earn is yours to keep. No, that's something that we do not practice. Now, a person might say, then everything that I earn, it's mine to keep. No, you have to pay bills out of it. You have to spend to buy food, to do all kind of things. So there's a part that you should take. And this portion is different from saving. Some persons save when they get paid, they might throw a partner, then save it. But as soon as that partner get their partner job, they use it. So they do not invest. They only save. Right? So one of the adage that we were growing up, we used to hear is that it's not how much you earn, it's how much you save. But what did our grandparents and forefathers did not realize is not how much you earn, it's not how much you save, it's how much you invest. And the kicker to all of that is how much you earn, how much you save, how much you invest. Is this something that many persons do not know about, which is the 4th thing that makes you rich and wealthy, is you reinvest, right? So the rich will invest a good chunk of their earnings, right? While the poor spend their earnings on liabilities, such as, I'm going to give you a shocker, such as purchasing a car. A lot of us who are driving cars should not be driving cars because it's a liability. Because anything that takes money out of your pocket is a liability. Some of us who own our homes, they are liabilities. No. They tell us that the greatest investment you can make is, the greatest asset you have is your home. If it is taking money from you each month, it's a liability. No, I'm not saying that you must not get a house. All I'm saying, you should invest your money in that the returns purchase the house. So the rich they invest a good portion of their earnings. When those earnings are coming back, they use it to purchase the liabilities. We are using our income to purchase liabilities such as car, houses first. Not that it is not important to have a car. Not that if you're using a car to run to for instance a taxi, that it is bringing in income, that's different. So the earnings from that you reinvest into something else, and then you purchase a car for you to just drive from. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's the difference. Those look at the difference. That's a slight difference that we do it in the rich. They invest a good chunk of their money, while the poor spend their money on liabilities, things that are not giving them back any returns. The third thing is that the rich person focus on providing value and making profits. Let me say this to you. I've said this to someone recently. I heard it that if you want to make $1 million, help 1 million persons solve a problem. The amount of persons you are solving a problem for, that will determine your wealth that you will create. They are providing value. It's a bad example that I'm going to show you, but nobody get wealthy without or rich without providing value to many persons. Let me say this. Even a drug dealer, if he has a large amount of coke or ganja, and he does have it stocked up in his warehouse and not selling it to a large amount of people, he's not going to make money. So the more persons he affect with this negative product, the more money he makes. Let me show you a positive example of that. Facebook has reached over 2.3 billion active users. In their last quarter, they were able to make 17 billion US dollars. Why? Because the mass of persons that they are impacting, so they are adding value to more persons. They are giving me this opportunity to see where I'm at right now and to speak to persons in their home. So they are adding value not only to just to me, but to everyone that will be able to communicate through via this medium. And that's why Mark Zuckerberg is in the top 10 richest man in the world. He's impacting so much more people, right? So it's a shift in mindset. You need to start to think about how many persons can I now impact with whatever knowledge, whatever skills that I have, right? While the poor person speak on focus on making instant money. So when I introduce someone to my business, the first thing a person usually asks, how soon I can make back my money? While the rich think of how much people can I really impact. They're not thinking about how soon I can, because they see it as a long-term investment. So it's a change of mindset. And you will find out that as soon as you start to talk to a person with a poor mentality, I'm not saying that the person is poor, but a poor mentality, the first thing that they talk about is how soon I can make back this. How soon can I make back this? Understanding that it takes any good business 3 to 5 years to come into full profit. But a poor person will say, I do not want to wait so long to earn. And that's why they are not in business. It says even though it takes 3 to 5 years for these businesses to be even to break even then it takes another 15 to 20 years for them to be well established. Now, how many of us are willing to set or build our businesses for that length of time? Right? So when we are going down, we are starting business, let us to focus not on the instant gratification, but where we can go with the business. The fourth thing, that difference between the rich and the poor, is that the rich leverage debt to make money. I always tell I have a younger brother and I tell him, he said, me don't want to borrow no money. Me not borrow no money from nobody. And I'm saying to you, if you check out the wealthier persons, they own so much debt. But guess what? Their debt is small comparing to what their earnings are. Right? Now, I do not know all the facts about what I'm going to say now to you, right? But I remember when DIB Home Center was being built, it was finishing about, it finished about, the building was finished about December, complete. It looked complete December 2015. And they did not open up that home center until May or sometimes last year. And if you think about the size of the building, what it took to start that building, then you would understand that it is not, even if they're making $1 million per month, they are still not able to break even at that home center in their first 3 to 4 years. But that's a difference, because these persons who are rich and are getting wealthy, they are not just thinking about their generation. They are thinking about wealth that is going to transcend their generation. So they are focusing not on the now, but on the future. So they borrow a lot of money to invest. They use that money to build big business that over the long term they can earn profit. While the poor person now, they buy liabilities. How much have we borrow money to do a party, to do all manner evil? When Christmas come, we borrow money because we want to, straighten up the house. I mean, buy paint. None of these things are profiting us. You understand? So we borrow money for those purposes. And the last thing, which I believe that is the most, one of the, very important difference between the rich and the poor is having financial literacy. The rich, I have been studying and I've been watching some of the most successful persons in the world. I listen to audios, I read books about, creating wealth. And what I've realized that these successful persons have strict habits of always learning. They are learners. I said to someone that the education system that we have is, we will pay any amount of money, right? Any amount of money to become employees. We'll pay any amount of money to do that. While we will not risk 10 US to become a business owner, because the education system has set up in a way that it tells us, our foreparents, go to school to get a good job. They have never told us to be business, to go to school that you become a business owner. Because why? Because they have not, our family background is not such a one that we have seen persons coming out becoming business owners. But if you check out most of the successful persons who we know in our time are all over the world, that their children doesn't come out and have jobs. They either work in their family business, or they also go and create a business of their own. They are not employees. And that's one of the difference. So they learn, they're always learning. So it's not about just having an education. Someone said that for most persons, after they finish getting their degree or finish high school, they only read 1 to 2 books. But if you check out the most successful persons, they are always reading, they are always learning. They are always open to know more. If you check out the poor, on the other hand, they don't have time to learn about money. I've listened to some persons who are poor and broke. Have you ever been to some corners where them a smoke weed and so forth, and you hear the conversation? They know everything about rich people, everything, and they themselves have never been rich. They have not taken up the time to read a book or to find out something. They just think that they know. And I'm saying to us, the differences that I've listed is not exhaustive, but take a look on it and look at where you are. Look at where you find yourself in this list, and say to yourself, if what are the things that I can adjust? One of them is, you might just, contact me and I will help you to have another source of income. Now, investing is very important. You can also now find that there are persons who are on the stock exchange. Their stock exchange is now showing persons how to invest. You can, if you do not want to do what I am doing, then find someone, one of those BMB, JMMB, those places that do investment, and invest a portion of your money, right? That would be something that would be, that over a period of time will change your life. So, and one of the thing that I would love for everyone to do, start listening to successful persons who have already done it. Spend time to read books. Understand? Because in reading these books, it opens your eyes that there's a new world. There's a other world that outside the one that we just live in, and we think that it's okay just to be normal, just to live all our lives worrying about what am I going to eat, how am I going to pay my bills. There's more to life than that. And that's where I want persons to start moving towards understanding and going forward to those goals. Now, I want to thank everyone to be on. Is there any questions? I'm going to read. If there's anything that you want to ask, if you want me to do other topics, I'm always, learning. I'm always learning. I'm always, desires of growing. Now, for persons who are on this live, you might have heard me mention Project 1000. It's all about me helping 100 persons earn $1,000 by May 31st this year. It came about, it's an idea that I have had before. I've always wanted to help persons. When I came across network marketing, I always wanted to help. And the end of December 2018, coming into 2019, I was able to withdraw $1,000 from my business, my online business. And I said that if that was possible for me, I would love to help others to do the same. And the company that I'm a part of, they are launching some new products that are exceptional, that I'm very excited about, that I believe that is what is needed, to push some of us forward, push even myself forward, April the 14th. So what I am doing now, I'm assembling a team of persons. I want to personally sponsor 100 persons and help those persons to pre-assemble a team that we will break all history in network marketing in Jamaica. Never before will so many persons earn the level of money that they will be able to earn. When I did a rough calculation, we are talking about by the end of May, I'm talking about more than 13 million Jamaican dollars will be shared amongst the persons that are part of my team. And I'm pretty excited for what is going to happen, because I know that with 1,000 US per family, and this is not after deductions or after taxes. This is coming straight to you. And if you're earning that your very first month, there will be nobody you will not be able to share this opportunity with. Then imagine the growth that this will take place. And so I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty excited. You know, if you are interested, if you want to work with me, if you want to come on this journey with me, just send me a message in my inbox. And you can go to my YouTube channel, which is Ainsworth Edmond, and you will see me put out content on, you know, what I am doing. I'd even do that live withdrawal video, a Facebook live. If you check, you know, the description, you will see where I went to Scotia withdraw the money. So it's not about that it is just a hype. It is something real. You know, I'm watching one of the best break records, because he already have 100,000 persons pre-registered, you know, ready to be launched in April 14th. And I'm just doing my part in working with persons, you know, inviting all persons to come on board, and let's break history. Let's break your financial history. Let make 2019 your best year ever. All right. Thank you for all who came on the live. You know, I really appreciate you when you come on live. You know, please share this video if you saw value in it, you know, and like this video. And whenever I come out, you know, with lives, just please join me again. And I'm looking forward to working with you in the near future.